Good morning, YouTube. How are we all doing? Out here kicking off the morning with a few steps. It is Saturday. I'll tell you, what day are we at all? We're the 28th of March. Not a lot has been happening since the last time we jumped on. Obviously, got bloods done again and everything like that. So I'll be giving you an update during the course of the day for that. With it being a Saturday, it's a rest day for me, and myself and Callie will be going out and about for a while. So we're moving down home, back down towards the Midlands. I'm from Tipperary originally, Roscrea, and Callie is from Burr, so we're obviously neighbouring towns, but we're moving just outside Burr, about 25 minutes away from Callie's home house. And it'll be about 40 minutes to my home house then. All is good there. We'll be moving into our new place on the 1st of May, and we're going on honeymoon this day next week, so we'll be flying to Tenerife. We got married at the end of September 26th. If anybody's ever wondering what that tattoo is on my side, that is our wedding date, 26th of September 2025. 26, are we going to say? 2025. All is good there, and so that's actually in Roman numerals. But anyway, we're going on our honeymoon, going to Tenerife. We're going from the 4th to the 12th of April. So we're going for just over 8 days, which is 8 days. We're going for 8 days, so which is nice. Something to look forward to. Obviously, it's a bit different, puts kind of me out of routine. I'm just so routine that I find it change kind of hard and things like that. But have a gym sorted, going to be training, going to enjoy it, going to enjoy good weather, and going to enjoy time away with the wife. So what more could you ask for? Doing out here this morning, doing my cardio, and I will be loving you and leaving you soon until I'm back on the camera, but just giving you an update first and foremost on how life has been. And so we're moving then for our lease, starting on our new place the 1st of May. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to move away from the gym I'm in. I'm in a training level up gym in Balbriggan. It's a fucking amazing gym and such a nice community, but it is what it is. Hopefully the people of House of Fitness in Athlone will be just as nice, just as good, and just as welcoming as everybody in Level Up in Balbriggan. I think it's just a case of when everybody knows you. I'm there PTing as well at night time in the mornings, and it's just a nice thing to see those people and say hello to them, and everybody kind of gives you the nod of respect. And they know how much effort I put into my training. They know my goals, and everybody just kind of loves that, I suppose, about me, that I'm so passionate. And it's great that sometimes you have young lads and things like that. I'm only obviously 29, but even younger lads, and I'm not big, or I'm not massive in terms of bodybuilding, and I'm definitely an unknown being a first timer. So, and living the lifestyle, but I live the lifestyle so fucking well that I suppose it's nice that people walk up to me and they ask me different questions about training and things like that, and being a coach, I suppose it helps. But I'm going to miss that, obviously, there, because nearly all the young lads know me just as much, and girls, obviously, everybody comes from a different place and a different standard, and it's just great to be able to help everybody out. But then for my own training, the equipment there is fantastic. I just understand everything in the gym. Obviously, Cueva and Dara, the owners, they're fantastic. And they know me as well. I might as well be there just as much as them and the other staff, So it's nice. But look, it is what it is. Hopefully, as I said, I'll settle into the new gym just as much. There's a lot of Panata gear. I think in Gym Leco stuff, and a little bit of, I think it's Apollo, some of the Apollo stuff. Not really versed on the Apollo stuff. but unfortunately there's no Cybex, no Cybex, no Strive, which is now Prime, and there's, yeah, I'm going to miss that cable machine even as it is a cable machine, and the Cybex Bravo cable machine is just fucking amazing. The Cybex OG leg press, hack squat, there's definitely no fucking granite swing squat, but look, we make do with what we have. We'll full send it no matter where we are. It's the same when I'm on honeymoon. I actually found a hammer strength gym. It's a licensed hammer strength gym in Tenerife. It's only 6 minutes drive from our apartment where we're staying. Don't ask me, are we in Costa Deque or are we in Las Americas? I don't really fucking know. But all I know is it better be sunny, because I love the heat. Like, really, I love the heat. I tend to fucking thrive in it. We went to the F1 last year to Monza, and the temperature was 44 degrees. And when we were trackside, so if anyone knows Formula 1 that's into bodybuilding as well as watching this, if you are down at the end of the Monza straight, there's a little chicane there, so a little left and right, left. And that's where we were. So it was great view, but we were so close to the track that the track temperature, including obviously the ambient temperature, was 48 degrees Celsius. So Kalia was with me, she was fucking baking, and yeah, I was grand, I was happy out. I don't know, maybe I'm not Irish at all, but I hate being cold. I hate the cold. I can't, my brain doesn't function just as well in it. Yeah, I love the heat. I feel like I'm just at my best in the heat. The blood is flowing. I feel like I can get such a nice pump even without even fucking going to the gym, you know. The blood is out, the blood is flowing. I just thrive in it. But yeah, that's the life up there. I'm going to finish off my steps, so I'm 9 minutes in, so we'll be going and we'll be up in it's an incline 8 there now. I was incline 6, so I'm going to love you and leave you as it gets a bit tougher now. So the speed's up to 7 and we're up to 8 incline, so we do that for a total of 20 minutes, and then I just do 5 minutes a little bit, like, well, slow it down, like slow the speed down to about 6.8. I know 0.2, I'm trying mad, and I bring the incline back down to like a 2 or a 3, so just to kind of bring the heart rate back down naturally, and it's just good for the steps, especially on a rest day. Check-in was this morning. Last thing I'm going to finish on. Check-in was this morning. I was 89.7 kilos. Feel like shy, to be honest. Not very happy with the visuals, but look, we're running a TRT dose at the minute, like very, very low, like 0.1 mil daily, testing and tate. So we're doing that during the week, and we're pinning. So we're running that, and then we are obviously after honeymoon we have a push-up phase, and after that I will reveal all in the next couple of clips in this video at some stage, so stay tuned. Right guys, I'm going to chat to you soon, get the rest of these steps boxed off, and yeah, let's enjoy rest day. Come along for the ride.
What is the story? Are we winning? I don't know.
Is connected anyways. We're connected. All is good. But yeah, I'm with me better half. So I am. So all is good. Obviously I was chatting to you this morning on the walk. We're on our way to St. Anne's Park now. And basically we always go here kind of every couple of weeks or every once a month anyways, if there's not a whole lot going on. It's kind of our go-to little spot, or it's our kind of our baseline Saturday if we're not going to Newry, or if we're not going seeing family down the country, etc. And obviously this is kind of our last time as we're living up here, as I explained this morning, that we're going to visit St. Anne's as kind of local, so to speak, living in Dublin. So yeah, it's going to be strange because we know so many people here. At St. Anne's every Saturday there is a farmer's market, and we know some of the traders there now because especially Rory and Laura. Is it Laura? Yeah. Laura, yeah. Well, it's something like that because she's in the Brazilian. Mexican, one or the other.
South America, I think.
We know her anyways. And Rory does be there as well. So it's a company called Be a Culture. So we do end up kind of chatting to them a good bit as well. They make kimchi. They make their own kimchi. They make their own. There's one called Curtidos. It's like another form of fermented food as well. So why is this gone arseways? Don't think the car it likes to wobble. But they make fermented food. The likes of your fermented veg, your kimchi, and they kind of make it with a little bit of a spice in it, so it's lovely. So if you're ever online, guys, go on to Be a Cultures. For anyone that's not from Ireland, means food in Irish, Oscuelga. And culture, Be a Cultures, obviously the live cultures that's in the food, in the fermented food then as well. So yeah, they're a fantastic couple. And we also talked to Radek. Radek makes he recycles, so to speak, he reuses old wooden barrels, etc., and he makes them into new furniture. And he also does like shop designs in terms of signages and things like that, and it's all from wood. So he's very creative, he's great hands, and he's actually a carpenter by trade as well. But we do talk to those, and then obviously we have our little coffee spot there. There's a coffee truck there. There's loads of different food stalls as well. So we'll take you along the journey for that as well. But yeah, kind of today's our last day. We're here as residents because as we're going on our honeymoon next week, and then from the week after that, then what are we doing then the week after that?
Our honeymoon's basically 2 weekends.
Yeah, so next weekend, so from the 4th we'll be home the 12th of April. So obviously that covers 2 weekends, and then there's another weekend kind of in between. So we'll probably be boxing off a few small bits. Maybe our last trip to Newry, as it is relatively close by, and then we've the week before we move, and then the week off. So again, we're making hay while the sun shines to kind of say goodbye to the people that we know kind of on a regular basis. It's not a goodbye forever or anything like that, but like just that it's kind of more of a regular visit. So we were always there. We're just there as locals. So yeah, all is good on that front. Everything else is kind of settled. We're getting bits and bobs boxed off. We're still selling stuff on Vinted as well. Callia here is fucking flying it there this morning. There was 5 Liverpool jerseys sold this morning belonging to me, so we're now not for a whole lot of money, I can tell you that, but we won't be rich off it, but nonetheless it's still less for us to move down home as well. So we have all that planned. And I was telling them this morning, where are we in Tenerife? Is it Costa Deque?
It's like it's under Costa Deque. The address is Playa Fanabe, but it's close to Las Americas. So anyone that normally goes to Tenerife stays in Las Americas or Las Cristianas. So we'd be closest to Las Americas, and then probably just as close to Costa Deque. We're in between. So a nice little spot. I haven't stayed in that part
No, the
before.
reason I'm asking is because it's 6 minutes from the gym that I'm going to, and I'm going to a Hammerstrand licensed gym, and I was just telling people there that was where I was going, but I didn't know what part of Spain Tenerife that's in.
I think someone said it is right beside Siam Park, water park.
Yeah, but where's that? Is that Costa Deque or Las Americanas or what?
I think the address is Las Americas.
What are you at?
I lost my phone. I have it now.
The car's not that big. Anyway, so where are we? Where are we going?
Just say Las Americas.
Las Americas. So right, okay. We're staying in Las Americas. You're gone very quiet out of it, so you were all chat this morning.
Because I'm letting you talk.
I know, but I'm
oh right, sorry.
letting you chat.
Well, we'll be doing, like, I'm so excited to show Mike, like, Las Americas markets, Las Cristianas markets, Las Americas, all the, like, boutiques and shops and bazaars and all
Lucky
that
men.
jazz. Lucky men. A few nice handbags for me.
Yeah.
A few Ray Berries. I was telling him because he hasn't been, like, they'll try to sell you, like, Ray-Ban copies, but it's funny because it'll say, like, Ray Berry on the side. So it's a bit of a laugh with them, and some of them try to speak Irish to you and stuff, so we'll have the crack. He's a good haggler, so
We'll
make good bargains.
something's a tenner, it'll be €3 before you know it.
We're spending our vintage money.
Vintage money will all be used, that's all we'll need. Fucking 40 quid's worth of fucking 5 Liverpool jerseys or whatever the case is. But yeah, so all is good there. And in an update, as I was telling you this morning, I got my bloods done. Everything came back fantastic this time. Great news, obviously. Bit painful, obviously, reflecting on it, because it was like, should be, what are we now? Literally, we would have been 2 days, this time next month, really.
Yeah, it's 26, so it would have
So,
been like...
So the PCF first timers in Ireland in Derry on the 26th of April, and today's the 28th of March. So we would have been less than 4 weeks out, less than 30 days out, so to speak.
Yeah.
And that hurts, because like, you just you put so much time and effort into things, and you see people prepping, and you see, the effort that they're putting in, and it's kind of like, oh, that should be me. They're now prepping for the last couple of bits, and just getting the last few sessions in, and, working towards just refining the look. Whereas we're kind of, at this stage, we're just fucking in no man's land. And as I said this morning, I wasn't happy with the look this morning. It felt like shite. It looked like shite. And again, I suppose when PEDs go back in a little bit stronger, the look will kind of harden back up. But it's not from the lack of hard work. I'm literally giving it every single thing I have to train hard, to be the best I can, and hopefully it'll all pay off in the long run. But right now, you can't, when you can't see it, it's just so difficult. And I suppose that's the thing with people that even has the experience on the journey of bodybuilding, that they know that, you get lean, you get ready, and then you're in your off season. Whereas we're going to be in an off season now until July, and then we're prepping. But I'm in a much happier place that we're prepping now. So obviously, that's the big news, is that we're setting Connor the discussion between last week's check-in, and we kind of had preliminary talks in for when we were going to prep for this time next year. And I was like, that's a fucking long time away, especially for someone that, like me, that's so eager to get on stage, and that kind of lives and breathes the lifestyle, and actually puts the effort in. A lot of people want to do bodybuilding, but they don't want to put the effort in. I've put the effort in for years, and yes, it has paid off to a certain degree. I'm not out of shape. I'm in shape, but I don't have as much muscle on as I should have for the length of time I've lived this lifestyle. But I suppose that's what happens when you learn a lot quicker then eventually, and things like that. That you just have to put the effort in, keep putting the effort in, like I was. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm not going to get row off here on the M1. But yeah, so we're going to be prepping for the show on the 7th of November, which is 31 weeks and 6 days out as of today. So yeah, we've a while to go yet. So we're going to go on the honeymoon, and the plan is then when we come back, we're going to kind of up the PDs, and we're going to introduce a couple of bits and bobs that way. Along with that, then we are going to up the food. At the minute, I'm still on the 4-7 training days, and 4-5-80 I think on rest days is what it is. Today is a rest day, so I'm on those calories today. We had meal 1 this morning already, but 4-5 on rest days, so we're planning on upping that. Just before I got the bloods done in January, before I got the bad news that I wasn't prepping, our push-up was at 5-5 and 5-1, 5-1-10. It was actually, I remember, because it was all the ones, and that was kind of our rest day and train day calories. So he's planning on, Connor is basically putting us back up to that. He'll assess everything after the honeymoon as well, and just to make sure that we are going to go on that. But yeah, that's the plan. So we're then going to kind of run that up till the start of mid-June, and then we're going to bring the calories to kind of where we're at now, which will kind of put me in a net deficit, so to speak, to where I'm at now. So it'll be definitely lower. So I'll be dropping off some of the shit poundage that I would have put on, in that time, and kept solidified the muscle that's underneath. As of today, as I said, I'm 89.7 kilos, and hopefully will break into, if I got to 95 kilos, just short of the 100 kilo mark, I'd be very happy. But try and keep where I'm at with things. If I was to get any kind of fatter, obviously it's going to leave prep a little bit more difficult, but we'll see. I can get lean quite quickly, and discipline and things like that won't be an issue. So yeah, we're going to run that up to the middle of June, and then maybe from the middle of July then, so we'll have kind of run 4 weeks on the current calories from mid-June to mid-July. From that, then we're going to push that forward, and we're going to ramp things up a bit. So we're obviously in the depths of prep then. Things start ramping up, start getting a little bit hungrier. We start training then to really just maintain the muscle. And then when we get to mid-October. So we're literally just running that rinse and repeat every week. Take the reductions where we need to, do what we need to do to get prepped, to get ready, to get lean, to get shredded, and keep moving the needle. And then from that, then mid-October, when it kind of is coming up to like 2 weeks, 14 days to 10 days out, we're going to start trying to feed back into the show. So that's the plan. Again, everybody knows that, watch my videos, they'll probably have watched, more of the bigger fish to fry with the more experience. No prep goes that smooth sailing, but the fact that we're prepping and we're going to be prepping is the best news I can imagine, because I'm hungry, I'm eager, and that makes a lot of a difference as well. But yeah, that is the story, that's the plan, and again, we'll see from that how lean we can get. But again, we're in it to push it all the way, and from that then we'll run 2027 then as a full off season, come back then and really fucking go for a good few shows then in 2028. But I just want to get on stage because I know it's in me. I know I can do it, and I know with what I have I can be successful as a first timer. But then I need to take the time away to really build the upper body and the upper platform, because as I said, I have the legs. Like my legs are nearly 27 inches, so it's not my quads at my biggest, right now. Obviously I'm going to lose some of that as from shit fucking tissue or whatever the case may be, a bit of fat tissue, but they remain quite lean. In fairness, that's one thing, my legs kind of stay all year round, I think. Would you agree?
What did you say? Sorry.
Oh, you're not even paying attention. That's alright.
I was replying to.
No, that's alright. You don't have to tell me. That's alright. But yeah, my legs stay quite lean most of the year around, and
that is true.
And so that's all good. But again, it's just building up that upper body and my back especially. We need to really focus on that. But we're going to go with the package we have for this year, and then, as I said, 2027, really push that forward, really move the needle, and come back in 2028, do a good number of shows and see how successful that'll be. But at the minute, I know I can be successful with what I have as a first timer. But yeah, that's all the ramble for now. We're on the Oscar Traynor Road here in Coolock. Traffic's not hectic, and right, we're losing the Lou and Northside, which is going to delay the whole day even more. She said she wanted to go for a wee when we were there, but sure, anyways, look at it. Before we left,
I said I don't think I need to go.
Yeah.
No, I do.
So now
that was 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, 20 minutes ago.
Okay, but my bladder's like this.
Oh, go on.
For all you that want to know.
Right, go on. We'll be back soon. Right, guys, we're at St. Hans. We're out and about, and coffees are got. Callie didn't decide to go for a coffee. She's got anti-coffee lately, so tis pink lemonade. So we're out. She goes through phases like any woman.
Yeah.
Sorry about if I upset anyone there, but it's true. But yeah, we're here anyways. Coffee's on board, and we're going to explore some of the markets now. Some of the stalls. Some funky dude playing fucking music here as well. But sure, anyway.
Sun is shining.
Sun is shining. It's very windy. I don't like it. It's just irritable kind of fucking weather when it's like that. It's like it's warm 1 minute when the breeze stops and it's lovely. Next minute you get this blast of breeze and you think you're in the fucking Arctic. So yeah, we're going to say hello to a few of the different vendors now that we kind of know of, and spend the last couple of minutes chatting to them before we say good luck to them for the foreseeable. But we'll be back up. We'll be making sure that we stock up on enough of kimchi. I'll be showing you later on the kimchi that I do get, and who Bia Cultures are. But yeah, all is good, and we'll talk soon, guys. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Jesus. Right, guys, we're out and about, and we've landed at Rory's stall here, Bia Cultures, I was telling you about earlier. And yeah, he's fantastic products here in terms of his kimchi. He's probably my number one. He's been favourite. He has curtidos as well. And yeah, he's looked after us all along every time we've come to St. Hans. his products. He's based in County Monaghan, but he is now selling wholesale as well. He's kind of at the markets, but he's also starting to appear in some of the supermarkets as well. And he's upscaling every single week. Nearly, he's always talking about some sort of progress, which is obviously fantastic to see. And you know, he's grown it from the bottom up, and he started here at St. Anne's, and he's obviously at different markets as well. Herbert Market as well, Rory?
Yeah, Herbert Market on the Sunday.
Herbert
Park.
Herbert Market, and he kind of does every second. So if he's here on a Saturday one week, he'll be in the following Sunday then in Herbert on the following week. So kind of alternates it, but the likes of that, he's always developing new products. And from, what have we now, fermented lemons, kimchi rua. I'll kind of flip the camera around and I'll show you as well. So obviously you can see here, that's probably his most popular, kimchi rua, wouldn't it, Rory?
Most popular one. Kimchi as a product in general is popular at the minute, but that for us goes probably 50% of what we sell really is kimchi. We switch it up, you know, we've got about 5 or 6 different kimchis throughout the year. You can see the title isn't any different, but the vegetables, this was made just before Christmas, so for example there'd be turnip, cabbage, carrot, apple and leek in that one. And then this was made a few weeks after when Jerusalem artichokes are in season. There is Jerusalem artichoke, carrot and horseradish in that one. Same paste all year round, just different vegetables depending on the season.
And the paste is nice and spicy, I can tell you that.
Yeah, we try to, you know, it's trying to find that balance for the Irish palate, you know. It's not too spicy, but definitely not spicy.
Exactly. And again, a lot of people now, especially kind of in the fitness world as well, sauerkraut is a big thing. I eat sauerkraut, but when I get my hands on like the kimchi and things like that from Rory, it's a game changer. It goes different times of the year, as he says himself, so his veg, it varies slightly in different ingredients, but the taste always remains the same, and it's always good quality. It's fresh, and it's live. Rory has a jar there. He'd probably be able to open it up, and he'll be able to just show you the inside of the kimchi as well.
This was bubbling and fizzing away this morning when I first opened it, but this here is the Jerusalem artichoke kimchi. You can see it's nice and saucy. Ferments really well, the Jerusalem artichoke, so you can see there's a bit of carrot there as well. A few different varieties of carrot. There's actually nice kind of yellow, there's deep purple and classic orange carrot gone into that, with the horseradish that's blitzed as well. I suppose we don't use any fish sauce either, which is you know, we're trying to use as much Irish ingredients, so there's a bit of kelp, shiitake mushroom instead of the fish sauce, which just adds that bit of depth and kind of mimics that kind of, you know, taste of the sea. So it's nice.
He's a legend. He's absolutely on the ball. He's always on the ball. And again,
yourselves, lads,
this is
for the support.
Not a bother, Rory, not a bother. And again, this is probably another one of my favourites, is Curtidos. What is in that again, Rory, if you want to...
So I suppose the story of that one is we have a friend who we met in Galway who's from El Salvador, and she gave us the recipe for that. So typically they pickle these ingredients with vinegar, and we just done a natural fermentation, a lacto fermentation. So it's cabbage, carrot, jalapenos, oregano and garlic. Really nice if you're having a barbecue for your burger, topping off tacos, you know, just using as a pickle, I suppose. They're really, really nice.
Yeah, and again, guys, there he has ruby sauerkraut as well as his sour beet and his traditional sauerkraut as well. So he's enough there for everybody's palate, enough to suit everybody. And it's quite tasty as well. But you don't need to eat massive amounts of it. It's fantastic for your gut. It's fantastic for gut health. And of course, even most of my viewers are kind of bodybuilders as well, into health and fitness and things like that. So we always want to make sure that we're looking after our gut when we're pushing high calories and pushing high foods in the off season, and just making sure that we look after it. And by using fermented goods like that, it protects the gut as well as keeps it nice and healthy. Gut microbiome then is obviously very important to keeping that healthy. It's good for digestion, and it's certainly good for some gaseous exchange, I can tell you that much as well. If your other halves don't mind it, then you can enjoy it in higher amounts. But top man Rory, and always is fair play. We appreciate it as always. No bother. And that is Be A Culture. So I'll drop it in the description, guys, a link for his Instagram, and you can touch base with him there yourselves. He'd be more than happy to help. Thanks, guys. Do you want to say that again?
Well, do you mind filling my teeth?
Yeah. So she's really conscious of, for whatever reason.
No, it's because I was biting into the roll.
So what?
And it was hard.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to be mindful of my teeth, not to break them.
Right, guys, as you can see, we're in Blanche now at the minute, the shopping centre, and we're in, what's it called again? Singingburn. We're in Singingburn. Talia had nothing prep, so it was. We said we'd go in here. I brought my food with me, the usual bits and bobs. She got the usual soup, sandwich, peppers. Was it veg soup?
Yeah. Taste it.
There's spice in that. It's a bit spicy. Yeah. So that is the story. She got it in a kind of a ciabatta of kind of a ham, cheese and coleslaw job. And I eat my usual. This is my second meal today for rest day, which is 150 grams raw weight jasmine, 100 grams of pineapple, 120 grams of prawns, 125 grams of prawns, and 75 grams of avocado, all mixed in. I don't care. Some people call me mad for putting in all the pineapple in together with it. I have a squirt of brown sauce on it as well. I found a really low calorie brown sauce. It's like 34 calories per 100 grams. It's called Gold Star. I can only get it up in Sainsbury's, up north, up in Northern Ireland. So we'll be stocking up on that when I get up there.
I was going to say, you'll have to stock up.
I have another bottle of it at home. I'll nearly finish the first bottle, so we're going well. But yeah, all is well. There's no real news. As you've seen in our previous clip, we met Rory, and he talked us through the fermented goods and the kimchi, etc. I know a lot of you guys love kimchi, like your sauerkraut. So if you're around and you're in Ireland, hit him up on Facebook or on YouTube, or not even any of them, Instagram, and he'll be able to sort you out. He's a new father, so go and wish him the best of luck as well. He's a great dude, so yeah, he's always looked after us anytime we've gone to St. Hans. It's quite loud in here as well today. I don't know what the story is. Him and his wife.
She runs the business as well.
Yeah, that's right. So that is the jazz. Just said I'd give you a quick update on what we're at and where we're at with today, and I know everyone likes to see what we're eating and whatnot. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to enjoy some time now. I'm going to chat to my wife, and well, if she hasn't her jaw already full of food, but yeah, she might talk back to me. She might like, I don't know, she likes me sometimes. So yeah. Also as well, if anyone was watching the Arnold UK over the weekend, I would have loved to have been there. Or if anyone's over there and they're watched this vlog, I hope you had a great time. It's definitely something on the bucket list to do. But definitely think that Mike deserved the classic. His rear shots were fucking amazing. There's not many that, struggle to make weight before and things like that. And he kind of silenced a few haters and kind of silenced a few people that was like, this is just Mike now. He was pulling a fast one before with his height and things like that. Yes, he's definitely height to weight ratio now is obviously in check. And I suppose it's a good thing as well to have him re-heightened, whereas now he knows where he's at, he knows where he needs to get down to. But the fact that he's right on the cap every single time is a little bit worrying for him. But he has so much potential, I think, to go to open if he really wanted to, or even going up against the likes of Keon or Sean Clarida in 212 would be fucking amazing. Man has phenomenal legs. His upper body lets him down a small bit compared to Wesley, but Wesley's legs lets him down when you see the two of them side by side. It's just night and day different. Both fantastic men at pose and everything like that. But yeah, I'm not obviously too versed on classic stuff, but I know that when I see Mike and Wesley, that they are the cream of the crop, and there's likes of Ramon Dino and things like that as well that are going to be there, and they're going to be a different class at the Olympia as well. And now the Olympia is a bit nearer. It's a lot less prepping time for those guys as well. So it'll be interesting to see what happens as we go forward with that. But yeah, the Open is obviously down to Andrew Jack, Brandon Curry and Martin Fitzwater. I actually haven't looked at the phone or anything to see what updates was on it, but I'd say Andrew Jack will take it. He's just different. He's a pretty physique, for a man that's in Open. He's unusual, and I think that's what kind of is a bit disheartening for likes of Nick and things, because Nick came in at his best in the last show and he was beaten by somebody else. But I'd much rather see Nick anyways all day long, you know, even bring a better package. But I don't know where he's going to qualify for the Olympia and things like that. Is he going to secretly, you know, is he secretly prepping for Pittsburgh or what the story is? But it'll be interesting to see. And drop a comment if who your predictions are for the Arnold the Open, and if you agree that Mike should have won the Classic this weekend. But fair play to anyone that's out there enjoying it in the UK over in Birmingham. Again, we will go eventually. I have to really get into that spectacle and you know, even enjoy the expo and things like that. Probably the Olympia is obviously another one, but Vegas is fucking pricey at the minute, and yeah, it's a job for another year, and we'll see what happens. But hope all is well, and we'll keep going, guys. Have a great one. Right, guys, we're back again, and it's my feeding time just once more. Callie obviously got a couple of bits as well. You're only opting for the fruit this time. The sandwich was too much for her, lads. She's not able to eat.
No, I'd have more, but he's making me dinner later, so.
Dinner later on, yeah. Every Saturday, as tradition, I'll always make Callie a dinner.
Best bite.
And then she puts me out in the shed then every other day of the week. So it's a case of, if I don't make her dinner, I get to stay in for at least one night of the week inside. On the couch. I'm lucky for that, yeah. But I'm allowed work inside as well, because the clients didn't think that I have a great life. But then I'm ousted outside as soon as all the client check-ins are done.
Yeah. It's very hard.
So we're in Starbucks, usual for me, blonde roast Americano, and Callie got what did I give her? She wanted a surprise. Iced ube
vanilla macchiato.
So ube is apparently some sort of a fucking purple potato.
Yeah.
Great for the carbs, and just don't give me potatoes.
Carby.
Yeah, well, I'm not good with the potatoes. And obviously I have my third meal of the day going in now, and this time, instead of it being prawns, it's the exact same. 150 grams raw weight jasmine, 100 grams of pineapple, and 110 grams cooked weight chicken breast, and again a little slither of brown sauce on it as well. You might think I'm a bit mad having coffee and like something savoury like that, but 75 grams of avocado as well. I don't really care. I like it. I like what I like. Callie has gone with pineapple and some hummus and crackers, I should say. And so that's her little snacky snack for the day. And loads of protein in that. Yeah. If we get Callie to hit her protein, lads, we'll be fucking sorted.
Yeah.
I can't hit my protein. Yeah. Definitely won't have a hummus anyway.
No.
Maybe something with chicken or something like that with hummus. But anyways, she got her protein in her fucking ham sandwich. I fucking forgot what was in it. I was going to say chicken. So used to chicken. But so that's the jazz. As you can see, lads, it's very easy to eat out. So it is when you're out and about like this. It's always something that I tell every client of mine, like, you can do so much by just sitting down, or by sitting down, obviously, and you can eat wherever you want. If you get your coffee in Starbucks, if you get your coffee in Costa, no one cares what you're eating. You know what I'm saying? If you're having something to their product, the likes of a coffee, they're like, Starbucks don't fucking sell chicken and rice, so they don't, like, what are you going to say? What are they going to say to you? Oh, buy something of our product? Like, no, like, that's not how it works. And like, don't ever be ashamed of pulling out your Tupperware in public, or don't think that, you know, people will judge you. If your goals mean something to you, so what? You're doing it for you. And at the end of the day, if you do that for you and you have it and you can enjoy it, so what? Yeah, it's cold rice. Yes, it's cold chicken. I don't care, because I know that I'm going to enjoy it still. I love my food. I love what I eat, whether it's hot or cold, because my foods are very adaptable. My cream of rice can have hot or cold. My chicken rice and veg and my chicken rice and pineapple and avocado can have it cold. Same with the prawns earlier. I can have all those things cold, add a little bit of sauce to it, have a bit of flavour, I'm happy. If some people aren't happy with that, it's absolutely fair enough, and you know, there's other ways and means. Just have it in sandwiches, or make your protein, carbs and fats up in other ways that'll allow you to hit your goals. But prep your food. I have this prepped since yesterday, right? Got me rice in my rice cooker. I prepped it for yesterday and today. Obviously I had yesterday's rice fresh yesterday, and now I have today's from yesterday. That's fine, you know, because I know exactly what I'm having. All my chicken's pre-cooked, all my avocado and everything. It's literally, I buy when I'm out and about like that, I buy the smashed avocado and I'll just pour it in, and I get it in Aldi. If I'm at my home, I'll just chop up the avocado. Still simple, it's very simple. Pineapple, you can buy it frozen even if you want it, you know, it's not rocket science. And I think that's what people get so caught up with, that they're afraid of going against the curve of people judging them and things like that. And like, at the end of the day, as I said, if your goals mean something to you, whether that is stepping on stage, whether that is just even losing a few kg, whether that be a photo shoot, whatever it is, if you want to hit your goals, you're going to have to make those sacrifices, and they're only small sacrifices. You're still getting to eat, it's still a privilege to eat. And again, it's all about just training your mind to understand that. And I think a lot of this eating, you know, out of Tupperware and that, people get the ick from it for no reason. And I know you get the ick from it sometimes, but like, I'm only saying that it's not something that you know yourself, you can have what you want if you pre-prepare it.
Oh yeah, like I used to a lot with you, but I don't know, I just felt some things that were meant to be cold were nearly warmed up in the bag, and then some things that were meant to be warm were like half cooled down in the bag, and it just came in. I'm weird like that, and I just got an ick. But I'll get back into the groove.
No, but I'm not even saying that you're gone out of the groove. I'm just saying that, like, there is certain things that you can get the ick from, and I'm just giving the people, the viewers, an example that you can get that ick. But it's all how you want to prepare it yourself, or it's all how you want to eat it, you know. If you're having something and you're putting it in Tupperware, if it's the means of that it doesn't go soggy, put it into a separate Tupperware. You know, if you have crunchy veg, for example, and you're bringing it out, put it into a separate Tupperware than your rice or your meat. Then put it all in together and you're having a cold salad. You know, people think that, you have to lob it all in and it goes rotten. And I think that was probably what made you go icky then, is when you lobbed it all in together.
Yeah.
As well. So it's all those simple little changes. Same with people that get cravings at night. The only reason you're getting cravings at night is because you're that busy during the day, you're up to your eyes, and then people forget to eat. Now, in terms of my goals and things like that, you can't forget to eat. You can't miss your meals. You have to be on the ball. But likes of that, like Callie, you're working 12-hour shifts there. It's a completely different kettle of fish than me. And the people need to realise that, like, I'm a bodybuilder, but I don't coach bodybuilders at the minute. I'd love to, but my main clientele are people that are working full time, that are either parents or they're actually running their own businesses. They're all high earning, high grade individuals, just like yourself, and they can't afford to be eating 6 meals a day. They won't have that time. So you need to break it down to the old adage of, okay, let's break it down to 3 main meals a day and maybe a couple of snacks if their calories are high enough to have 2 snacks in the day or have 1 snack in the day. Make sure that you get your meals in, no matter what. People forget that they have to eat. And then when it is time for them to eat, and if they're not prepared, they go for that cheap option or they go for the shit option because they're starving, and anything will do them because they're craving sugar, they're mad for that quick dopamine hit, and they don't understand that they're going to be ravenous then later on. Then they're wondering, I'm reaching for the press, this is a disaster. You know, eat your fucking meals. You know, whether it's 3 meals a day you're on or fucking 6 meals, eat them, get them in, no matter what, because that's what's going to keep you functioning. That's what's going to keep your cognitive function right, no matter what. And especially then, if you're training in the evening, you need that food to fuel you for your workouts. So many people come in rushed in to the gym, even people like PT, they're not fed. They're after coming off their shift or whatever. And I ask them, are you fed? Did you get some food? I had a sandwich an hour ago. That's fine. They have a bit of carbs in them. That's fine, because they'll be pushed. But, I haven't eaten since 10 o'clock this morning, or breakfast. like, how are you expecting to fucking, you know, achieve goals and things like that when you're going to be craving? I'm absolutely raiding the press with biscuits and that later on. So it's just something to be mindful of as well. And like the likes of that, it's very simple to eat out once you find the foods that you can manage to eat out. Have your go-to staples: cold chicken, cold rice if you like it, cold pasta salads, pesto pasta salads. You know, you can make everything very edible out and about. I don't care. Like, I put in avocados, lard up on the salads. You know, bring fruit with you. Those are all things that you can bring and have with you. You don't have to. You dipping hummus into the fucking pineapple. Are you?
Yeah.
You're a fucking mad fucker. Is that chili hummus?
Red pepper.
Oh Jesus.
It says in many, it's pineapple in there.
Pineapple in that. I know. It's just. I'm like, what the fuck? I've never heard of it.
It's really
No,
nice.
you're all right. No, because I'm not a hummus lover anyway.
Yeah.
But if it is at all possible, like, you know, find them staples. Have your chicken, have rice, have vegetables, all that can be called salads, you know, and then have some of your condiments even in another little separate little Tupperware. I know it sounds like a lot of Tupperware, but at the end of the day, you'll make it happen, and you'll make that happen if you really want it. Same with food pairing at night. People will think that, I'm craving chocolate, I'm craving sugar, I'm going to have a fucking bar of chocolate. They end up opening up a share bar of chocolate, share bag of Doritos, or God knows what. Why? Because they're craving sugar. Their bodies are looking for energy, and the only way to get that energy is through a quick form of sugar. And then when that dies off, they're going for more sugar, and then they're just upping the calories. Before you know it, they're 2,500 calories deep of pure fucking chocolate, and it's just not good. Whereas if they give themselves that steady feeding throughout the day, they'll be so much better off for it. But yeah, as I said, have your staples for your foods out, and then after that, then cook your meals at home, the ones that you know you'll enjoy, and put some time and effort into them. Not every meal is going to be Michelin star, let's be real, when you're out and about, but make sure that they taste somewhat right, even if they are looking a bit rough and ready. So that's the main message for that. I think I've covered everything.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I didn't say that I probably should say?
No, I don't think so.
No. Eat your fucking meals. Right, I'm going to enjoy my own food. We'll talk soon. What is the story, everyone? We're back home, and it's time to get the last meal, get the Saturday night last meal of the day sorted. Second last for me, because obviously my steak will be first up, and then I'll have my last meal of the day is normally the oats, and I kind of split that between that and the creamy, so I mix the two in, and have that with the peanut butter and lob it in together. Beautiful. Bit of a mumble there, but anyways, that's what we're doing. Callie is having steak as well. We normally get this low-fat beef medallions. They're as lean, if not leaner, than fillet steak. They're actually leaner, because fillet steak, I know straight off the bat, is 3.4 grams of fat, up to maybe about 4.2, depending on where you buy it, per 100 grams raw weight. And this is 1.9 grams of fat. And again, it's 22 grams of protein. Similar enough grams of protein per 100 grams on the likes of fillet steak, and fillet steak is about €8 dearer, so maybe even 10. These are about €6. These ones are done stores. I do have ones from Tesco there, actually on the club card at the minute. If anyone knows Tesco, they know the club card is quite handy, and literally you can fry them the exact same, you can sort them out the exact same on the pan. Little bit of extra virgin olive oil. So it's 1 cattle spray, but it's just olive oil in a spray, and that's from Pure Bia. It's literally extra virgin olive oil. Yes, it's not the fancy ones, so what? Kalia is having also as well. I'm obviously having it with rice and veg, and kind of my vegetables tonight is beetroot and sauerkraut. That's my kind of veggies, and tomatoes actually, and cucumber. I did forget those. And Kalia is having steak with tender stem broccoli, and there is jasmine rice on for her, just as there is for myself. So obviously the rice cooker is in full swing as always. So we're having fresh rice. Yes, I have rice 3 times a day, and I have cream of rice as well for breakfast, and then kind of oats are my other carb source. They're simple to digest. I never feel like I'm overly full, and I feel sickened from the food I'm eating. That's why I'm able to push high food. But I always recommend anyone not to drink all their calories, because it's just fucking to the detriment of them. So yeah, that is the story there, guys. I'm getting everything ready for Kalia now as well, and I'm just kind of sorting out her meat. So don't worry, before I did come on, I did wash my hands, and we're just getting the meat sorted now for her as she's settling down as well for the night. I kind of make Kalia's first because there's still, like, it takes me a bit of time to just get everything ready. I think I said that before in a previous video, and it just allows me to, I suppose, when we spend all day together, it then allows a little bit of separate time as well, that we have that few minutes of just eating together, and Callie kind of watches the telly when I'm watching a little bit of YouTube, and I'm kind of catching up either on the Formula 1 for the day or some form of bodybuilding content of somebody that I watch, and it's just simple things like that. I don't know whether people are the same, whether they like to kind of chill out and relax for themselves. I'm just going to walk away from the camera, but a lot of people kind of are like that, that I speak to anyways, especially. They just like to relax for a few minutes, and then we reconvene then again when we're back chatting, and literally just reconvene after chatting and for the day and being together for the day. It just gives us that little bit of a time out. But like I said, it's not because we don't want to spend time with each other. We're still in the same room. It's just that little bit of a switch off time, which is nice too, you know, because I always find that's a healthy thing to do. You don't want to be just in your pocket all day, every day. I don't think that is like the most conducive to any relationship. And I suppose now that, like, I even feel weird saying it, because it's like before, when you look at fellas, they're married, and you're like, you're married, like, you know, you have a lot of life experience on me. You know, I'm 29. And Callie has just was 30 a month after me, turning 29, and like, we're quite mature for our age, but the likes of that, we enjoy each other's company. But I think that's why it works, is because we're that busy that when we do see each other, and when we are with each other, you know, we spend that time together very well. You know, like, any time we're off from work, well, we are never really off from work, especially as an online coach. You know, like, I bring my phone everywhere nearly anyways, just because clients deserve that time too, to because I know what it's like to be a little bit more mentally unstable with things, and how my journey has gone. So it's nice that if a question does crop up, that I'm there to be able to help my own clients as well. But the likes of that, like, it is nice to be able to feel like when you have no check-ins, like I have no check-ins today. I did before, but I don't anymore. Everyone's kind of during the week. Monday and Fridays are my quietest days, but you know, we're still able to see each other and spend that time together. But I think I wrapped up the video like this the last time as well, and it kind of shut down. So I do apologise to anybody who's watched the previous one. But yeah, like, it's been a great week again, just kind of reflecting on it. And you know, when you're thankful for the clients that are on board and the work that they're putting in as well. And then you can you can, I suppose, give the fruits of your labour back to the loved ones in as well, and, you know, treat them for their patience with me. And when I was, you know, when I'm building my online coaching and things like that, like, I'm not the most well known, or I probably won't be for a while, but the likes of that, I'm putting in the graft, I'm giving 110%, and I suppose that's what helps, you know. Callie sees that as well, and it's nice that when I can give back, I will, because she gave up a lot for me, you know, when we started together and things like that. And when I had when you could literally say that I had nothing, you know, Callie gave it all up, and she moved up here to me when we first started going out together, and then we lived together obviously, and we got our own place when, I suppose, my employment and things like that were a bit better. But now that I'm coaching full time, you know, it's a much better quality of life. I'm so grateful for it. Like, a year ago, my life was completely different than it is now, career-wise. You know, like, I was only doing the coaching part-time. I wasn't able to, you know, I wasn't well known, and you know, I was just thankful for anybody that was coming on board, and I still am thankful. That, don't get me wrong, but like, now that you're established, that everyone that comes on now comes on because they know of my work. You know, no one's taking a chance. No one's just be like, I will give this lad a bit of support. People are coming to me now because they know he knows his shit. I know what I'm about, and I'm like, I know I'm the shit. You know, that kind of way. When you believe in yourself, that breeds confidence into other people as well. Especially when you're handling somebody's health and fitness journey. That is a very, very, very vulnerable time for them. And you know, they need somebody that they can relate to. And I find that that's kind of where I'm at. I don't know how this actually conversation started, I suppose, but you know, it started from me giving back to my own. But I know that because of those people on their vulnerable journeys, they're paying my bills and they're allowing me to live my dream job and help them. But that then allows me to be able to give back to my family and be the best I can be for them. You know, like, obviously it's just myself and Callie right now. Will we have kids in time? Who knows? But we plan on it. We don't foresee ourselves being just the two of us forever, and that's for damn sure. But the likes of that, it allows us to enjoy time together while we are just the two of us, because obviously when we have little ones running around or anything like that, that will take up time, you know, as well, and we have to allow for, I suppose, mammy and daddy time. But anyways, we'll worry about that when the time comes. But I suppose, as I said, I'm just thankful for the people that I work with, because, as I said, I can showcase my knowledge and give them every opportunity and every platform for them to hit their goals, whether they're training just from the fat loss, they're training to build muscle, they're coming from a place maybe of discomfort with food, whatever it is. I have that knowledge. I have been overweight, I've been underweight, and I've lived very rigidly in terms of like my calories, my food, and that's why I'm kind of into the bodybuilding side of things. But I'll never force that upon anybody that I work with. You know, like that's something that they need to suggest to me. Just bear with me now, guys, for a minute. I'm just going to blitz some dark chocolate for me creamy later. Yeah, it's for the Stracciatella side of things, but yeah, like people have to understand that, you know, that when like coaches, especially the other coaches, they have to understand like that's a very, very vulnerable time for people, and I think that's to take that for granted. But again, if they have a certain goal in their mind and they said to me, well, Mike, I am 120 kilos, but I love the factor and I love the idea of stepping on stage. What is the story? What can we do? By all means, let's go for it. It's going to be a longer journey than somebody that has kind of already started that side of things, but why not? You know, everything's achievable. Everything is definitely, you know, worth going for, especially if you believe in it and you believe in yourself. And that's what people need to remember as well, that if they believe in themselves, that's half the battle, because I'll believe in them from day one. If they show me that they have half an interest, that they're already locked in and that they want to do the best as possible for themselves, then let's fucking do it, you know. And it's the same with just plain old fat loss journey or plain old muscle building journey, or if they're just trying to get fitter and actually have a good quality of life that allows them to put down, you know, good foundations for them to remain fit, to remain healthy, and to allow them to be the best for their families as well. Because a lot of people come to me now and they're like, Mike, I don't have the time to piss, never mind the time to go to the gym. And we're like, then we kind of lay it all out, and it's actually an awful lot better situation than they think they're in as well. You know, a lot of people underestimate the time they have. Just I've no time. Well, look at your phone. Look at the scroll time, look at the screen time maybe on your most popular apps, if it is Instagram or whatever. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm thankful for the likes of Instagram and stuff, because that's what obviously I'm able to showcase my skills on, and that allows me to I suppose show what my clients are doing. It also allows me to put up helpful content. Like, people saying now, oh, the algorithms, fuck this, that and the other. I'll still keep putting up the helpful tips and tricks. Whether people want to hear my voice, sometimes people don't. I find that, you know, me actually working out in the background and putting a caption on it that allows people to maybe read it in their own time than just listening to me waffle on, because not everybody kind of understands the way I talk or whatever. But I love this platform. Like, I love YouTube. If YouTube was the Instagram, and it was like just as easy as Instagram to just pop up your material, like, I guarantee I'd probably have so many more clients as well. And people realise then that it's like, Jesus, when we discovered this, man, but it's so hard to get discovered on the likes of YouTube and things like that. And it is on the Instagram as well, but I suppose that's where the base is. There's a better chance of you being found. And it only takes that one video for someone to click into, and then they start seeing you over and over again. And you just putting yourself out there. And that's what I do, because I want to show people that, yes, I am the fucking coach that they want, no matter what. Do I advertise for a specific niche? Yeah, I do. It's for those busy people that are looking to get fit, get strong, because I can relate to that. When I was a guard in the police for non-Irish people, I understand the 4-on 4-off shift work. I understand people's frustrations of getting to the gym, or I understand people's cravings in the middle of a night shift at 3 a.m, and they're like, fuck me, I need something sweet, I need something savoury, I need something. And then they're going for the shit option, and they're going for the vending machine, and they're rushing around the place, and then they're hungry again. And a lot of that then is just from poor planning, because then they get home, they have no energy to actually prepare the food, because they're fucked from not having no energy from making the bad food choices initially. So it's just a knock-on effect. And if we can develop that one good week and one good day of solid habits, that allows somebody to unlock in their brain. And that's what it is. That's like, coaching's more than just, here's your plan, here's your plan, here's your training plan, here's your meal plan. Because people get sick of food. Like, you know, I don't expect people to eat like me, eat the same thing every day, or eat when it's training day, I eat my training day food, or if I eat my rest day, I eat my rest day food. People like variation, people like different things. That is absolutely fine. But we also have to remember that, you know, my goals are different, and my energy output is given towards the gym, and you know, being the best I can for stage, but then also being cognitively functioned as well. So my food goes to different areas than somebody now that, when like I was not, compared to when I was on the streets, you know, policing, etc. I know that side of things. But people also, I also know the likes of retail. I know the likes of unsociable hours from hospitality. I know the 9 to 5 grind. All those things people don't have a grasp of. And it's the food side that they don't have a grasp of. So if they understand what they're actually giving their bodies, and that's what I do, I make people realise, and I make sure that they have the foundations going forward. Whether they work with me for 6 weeks, whether they work for me for 12 months, whatever the case may be, I want to make sure that if they have that time, if it's time is up for them and they have to off board with me, that they have the foundations to then go and carry on and have their own life and have their own routine. It's so simple, but it takes time to build that, and that's what I'm there for. And I love having that opportunity to wake up every day, open up my laptop, put the material down on Instagram, have somebody reach out to me because they can relate to something, and then we can have a chat then about working together at a deeper level. And it's the same with the likes of, you know, my experience on PEDs. You know, somebody that's not on testosterone, somebody is not on any sort of PED, they need to know that, you know, that their coach has the knowledge that's behind them, how they feel at certain times, how their blood work matches up, and if their blood work matches up well, do we go towards, you know, the next phase, and how do we go about all those things that gets them from their goal, from their want of a goal, to having it in person and having it within reach and distance of real life. So, and then if they're full-time working and they're on PEDs, is that affecting their job? Is that affecting their mood? Is that affecting their life? And if it is, then you have to ask the bigger question. So it's all about being sensible and being understanding to the person's needs. Do they need that? And is there a way that, you know, we can make the progress without introducing that if need be as well? And, you know, a lot of people, it's the idea of jumping on board with these things and being assisted or being unassisted. and how they manage that. But again, that's all for consideration for people that I do speak with as well. So again, likes of that, if people are interested in coaching, I'll drop the link below. They can get in touch with me. But the likes of that, it's my dream, it's my passion, and it's just as much as bodybuilding. You know, I want to be, I'm because I'm on this journey, I will be starting a prep. I have come through an off season, and I'm coming into a prep now where we are going to get absolutely fucking shredded. We're going to get absolutely skin to bone shredded for PCA first timers in November. The venue is to be clarified, but it should be the same as last year as Leisureland in Galway, near Salt Hill. I think it is Salt Hill itself. So yeah, that's the joys of it. And again, sharing that experience with other competitors as well. And we all want the same thing. We all want to win. We all want to have a memorable first time out. We don't want to have a disaster, but we just manage that as best we can as well. But yeah, and then obviously after that, then it's just literally about my journey then, you know, and obviously now that you know what I'm about for you guys, you know, I have highs and lows too. And again, like that, we have our loved ones behind us no matter what, and that helps so much, and that helps me. Like I don't know, like obviously I don't say it because I'm not on social media an awful lot about, you know, my own family or whatever, but the likes of Kelly and things like that, my own wife, she's my number one supporter. She always will be, no matter what. I don't care what anyone says, whether they think that they're a bigger supporter of me. Brilliant, I do thank you. But the likes of that, she'll always be the one that believed in me stepping on stage, believed in me coaching full time, and pushing me towards where I am at today, as well. And she, as I said, that's the driving force always. And that's any way I can give back, I will, and I always have done, and I always will. But yeah, as I said, whether or not, you know, I'm successful or not, I am successful because I'm healthy enough to prep, I'm healthy enough to get on stage, and I'm healthy enough to put my meals together, to live this lifestyle, to be privileged enough to do that, and then get out the other side into on stage, be as successful as possible, and then back into an off season again. So yeah, that is everything, guys, for now, for today. I will let you go because it is Saturday night, and I'm glad to be able to spend the day with you, having literally just talking shit too, you know. Like, it's nice to be able to get things off your chest when you're on highs and lows. And I got me checking back from Connor today. He's absolutely fucking thrilled with me. I feel like I'm letting myself, I just feel like I'm looking like shy because PDs are lower right now, so the softer look is there. He's able to relate to that right now himself because he's feeling like, you know, he's in his off season and his setup is lower as well with his coach. So, you know, we're all feel the same. We all have that kind of imposter syndrome when we are doing things good. Are we actually looking as best we can? And we probably are. And then when we look at it back on it, we're like, fuck me, that was class, you know, 3 months ago, what was shredded or whatever. Like, Connor was on stage like 4 months ago, and now he's in an off season and he's 285 pounds or whatever he is, you know. So, and I'm the same. I'm thinking like, you know, I'm just coming up to the, you know, just hovering at the 90 kilo mark, and I think I look like shy. But again, it's all relative and it's all where we're at, and we just have to keep pressing forward. And I think that's the thing as well. If people are able to bulk long enough that they're comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's my biggest fault, was through the years when I didn't have a proper coach. Like, I had coaches, but they didn't understand my goals, they didn't understand my lifestyle, and they didn't practically, now that I look back on it, they didn't give a shit. They were just there for my money. The last 2 coaches I've had have been fantastic in terms of the lifestyle, setting me up in bodybuilding, and, you know, literally the previous coach before meeting Connor, fantastic guy, but I got to a ceiling with him. We were still friends, still speak now and again, which is fantastic. And a big shout out to him. But the likes of that, when I jumped on board with Connor, we just clicked. You know, I feel like I've been coached by Connor for fucking years. Callie will tell you the same. Like, it clicked straight away. And, you know, he understands me, he understands where I'm at. And I get a mental block, and I start fucking panicking with how I look and how things are. And I suppose I get mad with myself because I only want to be the best I can be, you know, and I can't be the best overnight. But when I get to that level, then that's in my mind, I want the next level and I want the next level. But come hell or high water, I'm getting there, and I'll get there to the next level, and it's just rinse and repeat. And that's the way it is with me. Just being good at what you do every single day is going to add up, and you are going to inevitably achieve your goals. And it's the same with fat loss, it's the same with muscle gain for anyone that's just a lifestyle client, you know, or a lifestyle kind of person that's working their full-time hours, etc. I'm full-time, but I'm able to, if coaching facilitates, it allows me to live that lifestyle and live the way I need to live to be the best I can. Have I been on stage yet? No, I sound like I'm an IFBB pro, but I know that I live just as routine as them, and that gives me great joy, and it's just being allowed to getting up every day and checking in with the clients, you know. And that's what you have to remember, guys, that you just consistency bears all and overcomes everything. No matter what your mind thinks, that's why you need a coach, basically. I would have pulled a fucking probably this off season long ago, because I would have seen myself getting too far in my own head, and I know I'm in decent shape. I'm not out of shape. I just feel soft, and I don't see the same lines as I did 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago, you know. And that's the thing. That's probably the most troublesome thing that happens. But we overcome it, and that's what is the best thing about my journey as well, that I get to show you the highs and lows. And today was definitely a low in my own head of, you know, my own physical appearance, just checking in, couldn't pose my legs, couldn't fucking pose my glutes properly, and just felt like my arms were falling off me. I went into the posing room for 5 minutes after my session yesterday evening, and it was the same. It just felt like I just couldn't pose anything, and I actually ended up deleting them pictures because I was just totally deflated with them. But I keep the head down. I don't let that stop me giving 110% in my food, in my journey. And I think that's the same with any bodybuilder. If the goal is big enough, if it means enough to you, you'll get it fucking done. Now, I'm going to finish off cooking for my wife and then cooking for myself. My wife, I'm going to then have an enjoyable Saturday night. And thanks again for listening to my waffle. And I hope somebody can relate to it along the way, and drop a comment if you can. Have a great one, guys. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Run up my code on my core supplements. Coach Mike is the code, and get all your. Jesus, there's the egg cooker, lads. Me eggs are ready. Run up the code on my core supplements. I always perform whey protein is what I always have. So it is as simple as that. I love it. It digests well. It's the only one that is digested well for me, except the local Irish brand called Nuvian Nutrition, which are quite good as well. Unfortunately, I don't have a discount code for them, but look them up, especially their cafe latte, their caramel biscuit, and their rhubarb and custard whey is fantastic. But when it comes to perform, I could literally 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 tubs of whey protein belonging, so 11 of them are the 2 kilo ones, and one of them is a little small tub, and every fucking one of them I love to bits. And yeah, they're just the best. My core is everything. They have anything from engineered muscle right through to perform, right through to train by JP, right through to trek, right fucking through to bits and bobs from my protein if you're into that. But stay away from fucking Optimum Nutrition. Jesus Christ, if I hear anyone else buying Optimum Nutrition whey in this day and age, it's 2020 fucking 6, guys. Buy yourselves decent protein. Stop buying rubbish. But yeah, all is good, guys. Get yourselves onto my core, Coach Mike, and after that, guys, just enjoy your Saturday night. Enjoy whenever you're watching this, and thanks for listening to me waffle on. I hope it's been real, and I hope you can relate. As I said, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you very, very soon in the next one, when we're really ramping things up. Actually, we'll probably be out in Tenerife. We'll probably do a little bit of vlogging out there. If I bring the Osmo, I probably will, because like I said, I only plan on having one honeymoon, guys. I only plan on getting married once, and I've done it right, so that's the best thing. All right, we'll chat soon.